Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an RXL placement game that I've got for you this evening. We have the Sneaky Beakys taking on Bossman, as this is their first placement game. So we see Sneaky Beakys on the orange side and Bossman, who will be joining on the blue side. Sorry for the slight delay to me actually speaking, had to do the self-promo and Discord, etc, etc, and had to sort out some admin things. So as you can see, we are playing on the map Cafe Dostoevsky. So let's take a look at the map ban. Sneaky Beaky's got the first ban. They banned Oregon, Bossman banned Consular, then it was Coastline, Villa, Clubhouse, and finally Theme Park. So because Cafe was picked in the end, Sneaky Beaky's could pick the side they want, and they chose to pick defense first, which is the typical thing that you would expect. We have a look at the teams that have joined, the players that have joined so far. We have Dizzy L6, Haters, Valuer, Godzak, who is an emergency sub, and Maven. I'm going to have to message him and ask how to pronounce that. So sorry about that. So once again, this is an RXL placement game, so they're playing for points. And then meanwhile, the two players from Bossman that have joined so far are Sash and El Stapo. Karen in the chat saying Godzak best fragger. And Eddie saying let's go Stapo. Eddie, you're on Wacko, aren't you? Thank you for letting me cast your game yesterday. It was a good one. Ended in a 6-6 draw with TSP on Clubhouse. It was a good game. I want to thank you all for joining so far. We are of course just waiting on the players, the last three from Bossman, and then we can jump into this one. So we are going to be seeing Cafe. So if we have a look at typical Cafe op bans, we do expect to see, you know, the standard Thatcher, Mirror, and Echoes are usually a good shout. You sometimes see the Monty. You may sometimes see Capital, basically because of how strong he is on Skylight. So there are multiple options that could be picked. Thermite is recently being banned for a fair bit, and that is a very good shout if you ask me. Because if you ban that Thermite, you force the attackers to really have to choose the walls they want open first. Eddie asking, can I see the rank of Orange Team? I don't show ranks, because in my opinion it's not important to the scrim. So sorry about that. Bob's in Wacko. But yeah, this should be a good one. I haven't seen either of these teams play. I recognise some of the names on the side of Sneaky Beakys. I do have to admit that the players on Bossman aren't the most familiar to me, as we see JHF. I'm going to get that name messed up so many times, I can already tell. So of course, as we know, Godzak is the best fragger. We'll see if he can do any better than he did last time we play. I do know that one of the last player is going to be Soccer Boy, as we see Josh joining. Then once every player readies up, and we can get back into things. Just dealing with some admin stuff, excuse me guys. Okay, I'm just gonna have to moderate everything, refresh everything. So, the last player has joined, and that is Goku there. I believe it's Soccer Boy in the Discord, and Goku is the player who's the last one to join. So we just got to wait for all the players to ready up, of course, then we can jump into things. If you aren't familiar with the point system of the RXL seeding games, it's 6 for a win, 2 for a draw, 1 for a loss, 1 for every round victory, 1 for every successful plant, 1 for every successful defuse or the bombs get disarmed, and it is an extra 3 points for every flawless round, and it is an extra point for every kill you get in a winnable 1vx situation. So the reason that is quite complex, you may wonder, is basically because the big issue, if you just have points on win, draws and losses, a lot of teams can get tied, and when you're setting the 3 divisions that RXL has, you do need a lot more things to switch things up, add more variables into the equation that is being run by Red to sort out where each team's each placement. As we see El Stapo, the last one to ready up, so we can jump in. Cafe Dostoevsky, it's like the 6th time in the last 4 days I've watched or casted this map, so I am getting very fed up of it, but I'm sure we have the capabilities of seeing quite a good game. As I said, I recognise some of the names from Sneaky Beakys, however not seen either of these teams played. Godzak, as I saw in chat with the GLs, good luck, have fun both teams, as we do see a capital ban first. Players, if you are in, you do have to leave, and I am checking the viewer list to make sure that if you are here, you will be kicked. No accusations of stream sniping, because those are never fun. We are going to see another ban. Is it going to be a Monty? It's going to be a Jackal. So this implies to me that Stapo, he's the captain. Bossman, that is the team name. Bossman obviously want to roam a lot more. We may see a Vigil ban now, because without Jackal, Vigil is so difficult to deal with, but we may just see the standard Mirror Echo, potentially a clash. Indeed, we do see a Mirror. And the final Operator ban, Echo, Maestro, Clash, are really the 3 that I am thinking of. So we'll have to see which one Sneaky Beakys decide to ban. It's actually going to be Valkyrie. I completely forgot that we are playing on Cafe, and Valkyrie is very, very strong. And her name slipped my mind as I was talking about the Operator bans. So, as I said, Sneaky Beakys are going to be defending first. That is the side they picked. Are we going to see Kitchen or Bar? We do see Kitchen, typically your second site, but a lot of teams run it as their primary site. So we see a Blackbeard. Oh no. So we do see a Blackbeard right now in. That is interesting to me. It's actually going to be sick pick. It's going to be onto a Nomad. Nomad, very strong operator, and Dizzy goes from Bandit to Castle. Castle on this map is very strong. This is probably one of his stronger maps. He is a bit of a double-edged sword, because not only does he hamper the enemy team, he can also hamper your team. So that's why it's so important that you get those armor panel placements correct. So we are going to be looking at a double kitchen hold first. Valuer on that one mine. Maximum grenade denial is best fragger EU. Godzak is on that Jaeger. We all love Godzak as a cheeky bit of fragger. So he's going to be running that Jaeger as I send to place his ADS down. He is an emergency sub. So Sneaky Beakys aren't playing with their full 5, and Goku's emergency sub from the side of Bossman. So we do see a rotation being made from Kitchen's. I don't remember which one's which. Kitchen service. That one kitchen into the red corridor. So this is looking like a bakery push very much, as Sash going to be on that Thatcher. We got a Thatcher Thermite, very standard. Actually, this is going to be a main entrance push. I think this is quite surprising. So we see Goku, he's going to be droning. He knows that Godzak is sitting there, so that's going to allow Stapo to make sure he doesn't peek anything too aggressively, and Stapo is actually going to go for the peek onto Godzak. He's just going to pre-fire, and he will look for this Jaeger player. As Goku drones in, Josh is droning as well, and JHF, that is going to be a mouthful to say. I'm just going to say J on the Ash, he's just going to be droning out. They know that their player is trapped in VIP, and it's actually the castle of Dizzy. The UMP, not the strongest gun in the world, so to be stuck with it, not really be able to escape. It looks like he was stuck trying to make rotations. Does he see the Nomad? He does. Goku takes a lot of damage there. Gonna be shooting some air jabs to make sure his team don't get flanked. Jay gonna be pre-firing. He knows that the castle is nearby. Dizzy making his presence known. He's just gonna use that magazine to its maximum. He's also got Valuer nearby as Godzak has taken a lot of damage, but Jay finds that kill onto Dizzy. The opening death, however, immediately retraded by Valuer. So the Ash does go down. Castle's placed all of the utility down. And Godzak gets a beautiful kill onto Stapo. He's playing quite aggressive, and he's on low health. Does he even have a way out of there? He does. If he needs to, he can run on past. The ADS is still up. It's not been burnt. It is going to burn those flash grenades, I believe. He's picking up very aggressively, and he's going to find the double kill onto Josh. There's Fear dropping there. So Sash and Goku left in a 2v4, and Goku's on very, very low health, trying to set up those ADSs, Nomads, air jabs, I mean to say. Godzak still alive, and he's actually going to find a triple as he takes down Sash, but he does get downed by Goku. Mav's going to be throwing those gas grenades out. Goku's got to be very careful, because otherwise he's going to die to smoke damage, but it doesn't matter. He finishes off Godzak, but gets traded by the end. And that is a win for Sneaky Beakys. They take round number 1 and go find themselves up 1-0. So we are going to see Bar Cocktail next, and it looks like we're going to see a very similar lineup being brought, but Dizzy's going to be playing a Vigil instead. And he is the only difference to that lineup, unless he's 6-pick. Stapo accidentally picks the ace, so he's going to 6-pick there onto the Thermite. And Dizzy goes on to that Maestro. As I finally get a response from Mav, how to pronounce his name. Just say Mav, okay, cool. I'm not the best with names. Okay, so the only 6 picks was onto a Thermite from an Ace. Of course, Ace Malusi's still banned. And Dizzy going from Vigil, which was assigned to him on random. And he goes to Maestro. But the rest of this Sneaky Beakys defense, they are going to be identical operators. We're actually going to see the footholes be made in this wall. I haven't seen that before. Well, at least in a while. If you break open these walls, you usually do it along the middle, because it allows your player on pixel to get a very nice angle onto new hatch or new bulk if anybody drops it. Some teams like to reinforce it to make sure their pixel player can't be shot from multiple angles. So obviously the feet holes being made. That's going to be quite interesting, because you're going to have to be prone actually on pixel to see the feet of anybody who's dropped new hatch. They can just prone and see you fairly easily. So it might not be the best idea to do feet holes on that one. Okay, we see the Blackbeard. Blackbeard, a very, very annoying operator. Should he be in a game where it's a one-shot headshot? Arguably not. Sash going to use that annoying Wizard King this pixel spot, but Godzak is ready and waiting. He's very much trapped now. Ooh, does that was it IQ or was it Nomad? Not sure which one it was. It might have been J as well. The debris gets sent into orbit by the sledgehammer. And Sash and Godzak having a bit of a duel now. Shield gets broken from Godzak, and neither player does any damage to the other. Godzak's still going to really risky. That's very risky to trying to be peeking that Blackbeard like that. And in fact, As soon as I called it, Sash is going to find that kill onto Godzak. I said it was risky peeking that Blackbeard. Of course, he's got a massive shield. That's why it's so annoying. It's going to get opened up as Sash is holding the long angle onto Valua. That drone is not going to last long. Ooh, Valua, very, very lucky there. This is a very heavy push now. He's just going to run out of there as quickly as he can. But Mav, he's in bathroom as well. So this is, the defenders are quite stacked up. Luckily for Valua, he does find his way into safety. He goes into freezer. Bit of a gunfight there. Was that thermite of Stapo changing some bullets? He's just going to shoot through the wall. But now this full... Actually, as this hasn't been reinforced, it's allowed Jay to just breach that. There is a smoke in there. Mav, he's waiting. Anybody goes very close to him, they are going to feel the full force of a shotgun pellet to the face. Shotgun shell, I should say, to the face. And he's actually going to peek that. That's very risky. Starts the Blackbeard with short range. Sash goes down. Fires another one. He's going to hide in safety again. Freezer, though, gets opened up by Stapo. And Mav very close to the sledge of Jay. Jay is actually firing shots onto haters. Dizzy actually takes a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Jay eats a few bullets. Goku finds Mav, but Valua finds Stapo. And Valua actually finds Goku as well. Josh is Jay, sorry, is looking for Valua as haters find Josh. It's now a 1v3. And haters gets down there by Jay. Jay's got 10 seconds. Very good hold from Valua.
5 seconds to go.
I think he's just going to go for the confirmed kill. Indeed he is, as he knows he might not win on time, and Sneaky Beakys take that round. I've got to say, fairly good from the side of Bossman. But however, they're not... They sort of got stalled there, as it's going to be a rehost already. Okay. So, 2-0 up, we do have a rehost. As I get the confirmation from Mav on that one. So we go back into round number 3. I've got to say, Sneaky Beaky's looking very strong. Godzak had a very good first round, but he did get a bit greedy. He should have taken the destruction of the first Blackbeard shield and left it at that. To be honest, it's quite risky re-peeking that one, as I have to invite the two team representatives back to the game. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves for a second while I do that. I've got to say, Sneaky Beaky's, they definitely looked the better team. They did go down fairly early on. They lost a player fairly early on, that's what I'm trying to say, with Godzak feeding himself to the clutches of Sash on that Blackbeard. And I can invite them both back so I can actually focus on what I'm saying now. So, operators that were banned, let's have a recap. Capital and Jackal. I've got to say, the Capital, he is quite good on most maps. He's not as great as he used to be. He is still very strong though. So to see him banned doesn't really surprise me as much. The Jackal one obviously suggests that Bossman want to roam. And then Mira and Valk are fairly standard bans on this map anyway. So the orange team won kitchen first, that is Sneaky Beaky's, and they also won bar. So as everybody joins back, got a message from Jizzy. The Wi-Fi is bad for haters. Well, that sucks. Guab saying now Stapo has no kills so far, just so everyone knows. Well, technically nobody has any kills now because we're going into a rehost. So that is why. So we've just got to wait for haters to get his Wi-Fi up and running once again. Hopefully he's not being hits, because that would be really annoying, especially in a scrim. So if we have a look, thinking at those past 2 rounds, the first round was very much Sneaky Beakys in control the entire time. However, that second round was a lot better for Bossman. However, Valuer getting a cheeky double kill on that Wamai after being forced away from his position fairly early on, and he then went down. And he rotated into Freezer, I believe, and probably sat on Bar. Got 2 in Cigar, and he got forced out by 4 players. Then how many rehosts do they have? It depends. So usually it'd be 1 for each team. However, if someone's being DOSed, if someone's being DDoSed, then it's not really their problem, to be honest. But yeah, he does. I think it's something like probably 5 minutes to rejoin, unless it is him being hit off and he can't yet. If it's something in their control, rather than someone DDoSing. So Sneaky Beakys looking like the better team so far. As we said, we're just waiting on haters. What's the score? It is currently 2-0 to Sneaky Beakys, the orange team, Joshy. And Bossman are attacking on Cafe, so it's not a big of a surprise to see the defenders 2-0 up. And now they do have to go to their tertiary site, which is either Reading Dining or Fireplace or Mining Dining. It's probably going to be Reading Dining because it's a much better site than Fireplace. So that is, as haters rejoin, it's good. So that is probably where we expect them to go, and I think Bossman, they know this. They're going to feel a bit more confident in this one. They looked a lot stronger last round, especially with such an early kill. So we just got to wait for all players to ready up, and then we can jump back in. Excuse me guys, just dealing with some admin-y stuff. We're just waiting on Mav to ready it up. As soon as Mav readies up, we can jump back into it. Once again, players, if you have rejoined, because we are in a rehost, you will have to leave, unfortunately. Mav, come on man, ready up. Come on. The most painful part of any cast is waiting for that one player who never readies up. So just got to wait for him to ready up. Could be getting a drink or something, because you'd expect haters to have been a bit slower joining. But yeah, it's 2-0 Sneaky Beakys. Once again, Godzak and Goku are emergency subs. And I believe Bossman said something like Goku doesn't speak much English, which is not it's not the best in such a communication heavy game such as Siege. However, they've not been doing too bad. That first round was definitely a bit of a whitewash. Godzak just sitting behind balcony finding 3, and the attackers really got stalled out. They've had the actually, if I think about it, they've had the opening pick in both rounds. However, they've just been stalled out by one player. In round 1 it was Godzak, round 2 it was Valuer, as Mav readies up. So we can jump right back into things. Sneaky Beakys will have to go back to... They will have to go to, I should say. There's no going back, they've won both their rounds. They will have to go to their ternary site, which I'm expecting to be Reading Dining. It's very difficult to defend that, as we've seen in past statistics. It is going to be Reading Dining or Reading Fireplace. If you call one Mining Dining, doesn't make sense to call the other Reading Fireplace. Anyway, we do see... we see a Monty from Josh. Monty's so very strong. So it's not a surprise to see. He was auto-signed that, so he made 6th pick. In fact, he does. Slash bring the Blackbeard once again. It's going to be a Habana from Josh. That's an interesting one. I'm trying to think, what are you really going to get apart from Laundry Hatch on that Habana? And that means Stapper is going to be playing Fuse.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Of course, Fuse now has 4 cluster charges, and actually that's a pretty good shout, because Dining or fireplace door isn't usually held because of how open it is to, you know, window, doorway, fireplace. So the defenders will usually hold meeting. There's a lot more natural cover you have behind the bookshelves, in the corners, behind the sofas. And this is all destructible. So Stapper on that fuse can very safely destroy all utility. And by all utility, I do mean all the barbed wires, ADSs that Godzak's placing down. So we see a very similar lineup being brought again, but Valuer going off that grenade denier. He is going onto the SES operator of Mute, and it is going to be look like, of course, Cafe, top floor down, roam clear usually, and Blackbeard, you don't often see him picked as much on this map, so Sash trying to make sure that he gets the most out of the headshot immune operator, and he's just going to probably... He's actually just going to watch for any white flanks. Nobody is down there. The only person that is closest is Valuer, but he's got a shotgun and an SMG-11. So there's not much he can really do to run out, but he's just going to look for any late white flank. Which doesn't look like there will be. This is looking like a very top floor heavy sort of attack. Godzak is the only bit of resistance that Bossman might find. Stapo, he pre-fires him, takes, well, a little bit of damage in return, and Haters is killed by Goku very early on, so Bossman continue their streak of getting the opening pick, all 3 rounds played. And Godzak very lucky there that Jay doesn't hit his shots, but he hits his in return. Diego finding a kill, Godzak continuing from where he left off in round 1. As top floor control is now heavily in the hand of the attackers of Bossman, as Sash is going to be preventing any sort of flank into Laundry. Godzak's been taken even lower as he shoots Goku a bit, and here come the fuse charges. Where were the fuse charges actually placed? This is a lot of vertical being expended now. That's not uncommon, as that is the major weakness of reading, is all the vertical. You see Mav, he's very much trapped right now. As you can see, he's constantly having to move position as Stapo finds his kill onto Dizzy. The castle getting taken down. He does get downed. I believe that was by Godzak once again. It was Zach taken even lower. The diffuser has been dropped because of the fuse being carrier. Josh going to be covering off that res onto the fuse. Fuse not using 3 of his cluster charges, not all 4, as Pillars is being opened up and Sash is making his way into sight as Mav spending a smoke grenade as he finds an SMG 11 kill onto Goku. The carrier been dropped once again, and it's the Nomad. And he actually finds a second onto Josh. The Hibana not landing those Type 89 shots that she needs to. So Sash and Stapo once again left over. Sash gets C4'd from Valuer. So Stapo's in a 1v3 with about 3 seconds left. And he knows it's very difficult to win this one out. He does a damage to Mav, but it doesn't matter as Sneaky Beakys take that round to find themselves 3-0 up at the end of the first quarter of regular gameplay. So what we saw there is once again a very good start from Bossman. However, they just seem to get stalled out in the end, as we are going to see Kitchen once again. That's not very surprising, as Dops has highlighted a message saying El Stapo the GOAT. You guys probably have a lot more experience playing with Bossman than I do, as we see Valuer go on to Echo, and Sash, is he going to go on to Blackbeard? They do probably expect it to be Kitchen. He goes on to Ash.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So let's have a look at the utility being brought from both sides. The defenders bring in 2 barbed wire, 4 impact to C4 and 2 proximities. I thought that would have done a bit damage. That's interesting. They've made a rotation. That's really surprised me. Sneaky Beakys have made a freezer rotate. That's not something you see every day. The defenders, the attackers, sorry, meanwhile, have brought 12 flashbangs and 2 frag grenades. They're going to be able to easily burn through the 6 ADS slots. They probably were expecting the 1 however that's been 6th pick. I do like the amount of flashbangs being brought. Those defenders are not going to have a fun time. This freezer rotor is staying open. This is surprising. This is very, very uncommon, so this is probably a niche strategy. As it's going to look like probably a bakery take. That's my best guess, as I can't really expect to see anything else. There is nobody playing behind the bakery desk this time at the castle. Being put as Sash makes his way onto site. Goku is just going to be droning. Sash is he going to open up the castle? No, he's not. That's gone. Okay, I thought that had gone through the hole. That would have been a bit of a disaster there. Prep is now uncontestable for the defenders, as there is a very nice long angle that somebody can hold. And once again, Sneaky Beakys are at the opening death, and it's Dizzy once again. It was the same here on round 1 on this site, and he is the same here on round 4 on this site. Goku's still going to be droning. He sees the echo drone of Valuer, as that is Godzak changing position. I think Sasha is making his way. Satch or Sash, not sure how to pronounce it. He's making his way up, and he's actually going to see Godzak. Not sure what Zach was looking at there, as the Ash finds that kill and misses the camera as well. However, Haters is there with the refrag onto El Stapo. The thermite going down. Very, very unfortunate for those attackers. He just peeked, prep, found that kill, that bandit player.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Time to take them down.
There to be annoying, and annoying he was, that thermite and diffuser going down. So the Habana pellets are going to have to be used on this wall instead. Can he just bandit trick it? No, he can't. He's just too slow. Haters is just going to play a really close angle instead, as Jay is droning out with Josh, just looking for anybody that he can see.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Slash has got full coat check control. Upside down repel with the nomads from Goku, and Mav just throwing out him as Legion Mines. Ooh, Valuer saw the head of that Habana there. Josh very lucky. The Echo didn't find the shots. Haters though finds the headshot onto the Ash. The flashbangs come out, all 12 of them probably. Habana's not looking the right way. Haters is on a triple for the round. He could actually go for the ace. He'd be very happy with that. But however, Mav gets taken down to make it a 2v2. Jay and Goku, only 2 left, and Goku sees the head there of Haters. Down he goes. It's now just left up to the Echo. He's in a 1v2 situation. The plant is going down. He knows this, but can he deny it? That is the question. No, he can't. He's going to have to peek. Successful plant goes down. Can he clutch this one out? Doesn't land the shots there. Then Sledge finding them from Jay. Bossman take their first round. They also take a plant to pick up an extra point in this seeding game. So we are heading to Bar once again. Sneaky Beaky's gonna hope that they can win this one, as they did back in round 2. They're bringing in an identical operator lineup as they did before. Actually, they're not. Dizzy's going to be on the castle instead of the Maestro. Is he going to 6-pick to it? He's actually going to 6-pick to the Echo, as Josh goes from Finker to Thatcher. Thatcher's Thermite, your standard combination that is so very, very effective against everything. Of course, Thatcher maybe won't be as strong after he gets nerfed or changed slightly in the next season, Shadow Legacy. If you haven't watched the reveal, his EMP grenades no longer destroy things, they only disable them, which is much more, I believe, what EMP's doing. Probably what EMP's probably do in real life. These feet holes being made again by Mav. Again, they're a bit surprising to me. Not really what you often see. As we see bathroom rotate being made, of course. And the Good shotgun hold there, Ashley. That's just going to equalise things out. The inverted shield here. Some teams prefer it to be the regular way around. Valuer deciding that he wants it inverted. He's going to be playing here. He did very good here last time they defended here. 2 or 3 kills? At least 2. Any spawn peaks, that's the question. Godzak very slow and reinforcing. However, he should be okay. Jaeger having a lot of setup to do as he's had to place 2 barbed wire, all of his ADSs, and now he's reinforcing. That is risky though, because Goku is right down that Nomad. Jay is just gonna open things up, sending that debris absolutely flying, and he is just going to hold Skylight, a very contested spot. I'm not sure why Zach is peeking it. He peeked the Blackbeard last time and lost, so he's going to hope his luck has changed, but he may be able to just sneak away very quietly. As we can see everybody onto the roof. Except Goku, he's getting ready to flash things out. Only 9 flashes being brought this time. Getting an extra Claymore. Along with the 2 frags they had before, as Sash opening things up. Again, Bossman going 5-0 with opening kills. Hater's the one taken down, and it's the Legion. Very, very costly. Legion, an operator that gets stronger with the longer he is in the round, as Goku gets a beautiful air jab. Gives away Valuer's position, and down he goes. But Godzak does refrag on to Sash. The Jaeger getting rid of the Ash. Goku giving away his position as Godzak runs away. Mav with that shotgun in bathroom, finding Goku once again. Things start to stall out for the defenders. Elstapper gets shot through the wall. That's Godzak. And he was quickly peeking. It's a shame that none of Bossman were covering that. Impact grenade going off. Dizzy gets taken down though, so it's the 2 SAS attackers that are left. Sledge and Thatcher against Smoke and Jaeger. Godzak finding the bullets there onto Josh, taking him ever lower. Mav could potentially go for a flank. Jay gonna get wall banged through some bars from Godzak. Godzak's found the triple for the round, leaving Josh in a 1v2. He does, however, find one on to Mav, making it a 1, but Godzak such higher health. There's not a lot that the Thatcher may be able to do. And indeed, 1 body shot is all it takes. And Sneaky Beakys win that one to take themselves 4-1 up. So where are we going to see... What are we going to see now? Probably kitchen. Yes, we do. Sneaky Beakys having a 50% win rate on that side. They won it the first time in round 1, lost it the second time in round 4. So they're going to hope that they can win it on the final round of their defense. Sash is actually bringing the Maverick. We haven't seen any Maverick yet. He's been mainly on entry. And Blackbeard. Is he going to go to Ash? Indeed he is. Same lineup being brought from the attackers as they brought in the as the defenders, sorry, as they brought on the first round when they defended kitchen first. So I think Sneaky Beakys will be very happy even if they lose this one, because they would be on average with what is expected when defending Cafe. Usually go 4-2. However, if they win this, they'll be extremely happy. So they would only need to win 2 rounds to take their first RXL seeding game.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Have a look at the defender setup from Sneaky Beakys. Haters is going to be roaming once again. We'll see if we get a repeat of what happened the past 5 rounds with Bossman finding the opening picks. I may have just jinxed them completely, so we'll have to see. Haters playing on that red stairs. He was the opening death loss, and that's very costly when your Legion is the first one. He gains maximum 7 Q mines, and if he dies very early on, he's probably only used about 2. So the extra 5 wouldn't be there. Intel gathering operator that he is. And we are not seeing anybody rappelling onto the roof. This is very much... Actually, we'll see Sash go to the roof. They're going to top floor clear this one out. Bakery is once again going to be a point of contesting. Oh, contention. Whatever the word is. Godzak going to get double flashed. And he's going to get EMP'd as well. He's going to lose that reticle. And he's actually going to look away. But if only one of the Bossman players had peeked that, they would have found themselves with a cheeky kill. Godzak not able to land the shots there. The grenade is close. Goku, though, meanwhile, takes a lot of damage. Where is that from? I'm really confused where that is from. Is that from Mav? It might be, as Godzak's had to retreat back to site. Goku, don't jump in. That wouldn't be wise. That is a very nice bullet hole being made. Sash, though, gets taken down by haters. The opening pick finally goes in Sneaky Beaky's favour. Godzak takes even more health lost as he's just going to try and suppress the enemies, but with a Thatcher and Thermite shooting towards him, there's not a lot he can do. Zafir peeking it, and not Zafir, Sledge peeking it as well. They're just going to look for that Jaeger. He gets downed. They probably expect it too. The calls come out, the ping came out. Beautiful kill from Jay. He finds the headshot onto Valuer. That's the Wamai, an operator that also gets stronger as rounds go on. He goes down. Josh is there trying to stop Godzak from being able to be picked up. The Claymore comes out. Goku's still on relatively low health. El Stapo has moved in. Godzak gets finished up, but Haters finds a kill onto Josh. Haters, though, retraded immediately by Jay, and it's now a 3v2. The UMP shots from Dizzy start raining out. He is going to have to reposition and try and find a kill onto that Sledge. Sledge does a lot of damage back to him. Mav, though, goes down as Jay. He's on a quad for the round. Could he find the ace? And in round 6, an ace as well. He's going to look. Indeed, he finds the ace. Fair play to Jay. Bossman find themselves only 4-2 down at the end of their attacking half. Fair play to that Sledge. They'll be very happy with that one. So, 4-2 for Sneaky Beakys as they go on to the attack. This is the average of what you'd expect. Any higher for Sneaky Beakys would be much better, but they'd rather take going 4-2 than going 3-3 when they would have to attack now. Dizzy on the Twitch, Thermite being brought. We are going to see Kitchen first once again. As Josh is actually on the Capcan. That's going to be a 6th pick. Yep, and it's going to be to Jaeger as well. Sash and Jay going to be playing the double SAS, probably double SAS shotguns as Dizzy goes on to IQ, or is yes he does. We've got a Bandit and a Kaid being brought. Let's have a look at the scoreboard at the end of, well, the last 4 rounds as we had a rehost after the first 2. Godzak and Haters top fragging for the side of Sneaky Beakys, going 5-2, 5-4 respectively. Jay going 8-2, the best KD in the game, going with a KD of 4. Very much helped out by that ace from last round. Otherwise he'd be on the same amount of kills as Goku and Sash. But as I said, of course, we had a rehost after the first 2 rounds. Stops redeeming a highlight my message saying, let's go Josh, he is insane.
10 seconds left.
Is that Jay? I believe that is Jay. They're both called Josh. That's going to be confusing, so I'll have to stick with game tags on that one. As you see the mute jammers from Sash coming down. What are we going to see? It's going to be a bakery push, judging by the spawns. As Value has actually spawned quite far away, all the way in Park. That's probably just to get a default. As Sash very slow at placing down. Very slow at placing. Oh, very lucky there. That'd be a very early C4 if he throws that out. He's actually just going to peek Godzak. He's going to rotate into prep. I don't think anyone saw that. He's going to play it risky by re-peeking back. A flashbang comes out. That flashes him as well. There's more flashes coming out. Poor old Sash. He can't do much. The C4 gets wasted as it doesn't find anything. That's very early on. But it does cover his escape to prep. We can see that because flashbang's being prepped. The frag grenade goes out, does very little damage, and doesn't even destroy a mute jammer. He's getting ready to peek. It doesn't shoot the default on the way in, and he's going to just get ready for any player nearby. He's going to destroy that shield very early on. Actually, it's not. Did he miss the shield or did he get eaten by an ADS? I'm not quite sure. Josh is going to have to be very careful here. Does he see Godzak rush past? I guess not. But meanwhile, Mav has taken a lot of damage. The Yash not paying attention there. He does do a bit of damage to Josh. But meanwhile, other Josh, Jay, finds his first kill of the round. That is on to Dizzy. The IQ going down fairly early on. The Gash grenades coming out early on as well. That's going to split. That's actually very good. It's going to split Godzak off from the rest of his team. Oh, Godzak flirting with death there. As was that... who's that? Was that? Josh in coat check. As the other 4 are on / near site. That radio has been left on. That's really annoying me. But Godzak tries to run in, and Josh gets his second for the round, but gets retraded by Mav, the sledge. Finding a kill there. Stapo's got to be careful. His haters knows where he is. He's going to probably place that, try and breach that wall fairly soon, but it's going to look like Goku is going to try and bandit trick it. Goku finding that kill onto haters. If he wasn't looking, Stapo would have got it. The diffuser's been down. Valuer goes down as well. It's now all left up to Mav. He is in a 1v4. He has to ace clutch this. If he does, he's going to flick shot onto the mutant, not find the bullets, and he's going to have to run out that window. He's going to hold an angle into Bakery, but he does have to be careful because Josh is just going to push it. Is he going to find the shots? No, he doesn't. Takes Mav very low. However, the sledge player just going to keep on moving past. Stapo going to be watching that double doorway. Goku and Sash watching that window as well. If Mav dares to come any closer, and Bossman are looking like they will definitely take this round. Very strong from them once again. I've got to say, Josh, or Jay, I should say, had a very good round once again, finding 2 before being retreaded by Mav. He'll be happy with that. He's definitely up the ante the past 2 rounds and helping Bossman in their opinion, their hopeful path to victory. We are going to see Bar Cocktail. First time we get to see a Goyo, a Doc, and the Pulse. And if Maverick sticks, will be the first time seeing a Maverick. However, Stapo isn't going to use the Vector, and Dizzy isn't going to use the assault rifle of Ash. Going to go on to Thatcher, and we do see a Maestro. Robson playing KD and custom. It's also called a tactical timeout. If you know you're not going to win, you just sit there and you talk about what you could potentially do next round. So it's not the same as saving your KD in round. So we are going to see how Bossman defend this site. So you get to see him Maestro. This is an interesting position on the Evil Eye. I personally like it more above the table because you can see into piano as well. Not really sure what the point of this one is. I guess you can see default. Actually, is that been left soft for a reason? Actually, no, because it still can't see through it. Because I'm not too sure about this Evil Eye placement. So if you've got one so close to bomb, they're covering the same sort of radius. If you get what I mean. Josh is going to be playing below on this Pulse. That's not a surprise. But he's going to get droned out by Dizzy. Or is Dizzy going to miss him? Haters is going to miss him as well. Dizzy isn't going to miss him. And Godzak is waiting for that Pulse. Josh, does he know it? I don't think he does. He actually looks the wrong way. But he gets downed by the UMP. It's not a strong gun. Zach looking at the worst possible time. Valuer potentially going to try and look for the Pulse now. They're hunting for him. And he's going to find that. Refragged immediately. However, Bossman, back to their previous ways of finding the opening pick. Godzak, the target this time. And down he goes as Jay finds his way coming up the stairs, or the other Josh. So they're all holding top floor. The only time wasted was Pulse. He did find an IQ, which is probably a very good pick. One of the better ones he could have found, because once again this wall, feet holes again. Nobody on Pixel either. That's surprising for me. And Jay is going to be rocking that nice rogue camo, a Cloud9 camo. I know my esports logos. Well, he's going to have to move though, because this is getting breached by haters. The call's going to come out from Goku. That found the exothermic charge with that C4. That is excellent use of utility. He took a lot of health, did a ton of damage, and got rid of an exothermic charge. Now that's awful, because now the attackers can't breach anything, and Jay is going to play very far up. Get that drone as well. And he's going to peek and find the headshot to Haters. The diffuser has been dropped. And Goku finds that kill onto Valuer. Dizzy and Mav, the two SAS operators, the ones that are left. And actually with that dot of Sash, he's going to look to find Dizzy as well. Does a lot of damage to him, but Mav finds the kill onto Jay. The Jaeger's reign of terror has been dismantled. Mav in piano, he's going to make his way forward. Doesn't see the bandit of Goku, who's still on no health. The diffuser has been picked up by Dizzy. He'll have to get a clutch if he can, but he can't find the shots. Goku, the man of the round, definitely, as Bossman find themselves 4v4. Fair play to Goku there. He got the C4. That C4, yes, it may have been a bit more of a panic. Hope you find something. However, they managed to find a fair bit of damage to Haters and to destroy the exothermic charge. And as soon as that happened, it was very much the defenders were probably going to win that round. Based on the fact that Thermite then couldn't open any walls that actually are on site, as he was forced to open Piano. And nobody was even holding Piano. Actually, Jay was, but he was trying to rotate away. And that's what he did in the end. So we see reading. I'm very highly doubt that they're talking about what to do next time. Well, who knows? You know, they could have been. They may not have been. Only they know. They're on the party. Well, I'd say, especially if you've got both teams have an emergency sub, it doesn't surprise me that that could happen. Obviously, you can get the thermite on the wall from there. I'm not sure what you're on about. You on about that C4 throw? Okay, so we see Sash on the castle. This is going to be a very horizontal hold, a train hold, if you will. Going to cut off access there. Interesting wall placement, I have to say. Wall placement. Wall destruction. I was looking at reinforcement when I said it. The reinforcements are looking fairly standard. We've got the laundry rotate. It's not been castled off, which you may expect to force attackers through the rotate. And this is a very heavy hold. I recognise a hold like this. We've seen a lot of heavy holds up here recently, especially with the introduction to the Reaper video on why this site can be so strong. And it comes to a very vertical heavy hold. As we hear as a fear, first Sophia of the game from Dizzy, as they are all on the roof, just droning. Aside from Godzak, who's got off his drone, decided he wants to drop down. He would have to be careful because somebody is waiting for him. That somebody is the monster that was Goku. And the drones are getting destroyed here. This is going to be difficult for the attackers to breach. However, I say that Dizzy's already put Freezer. And Goku going to be pushing up these stairs. He's going to yeet a C4. Can he find net similar success? No, he can't. Godzak doesn't even take a sliver of damage. In fact, Goku takes a bit. However, Godzak takes a lot of damage there. Goku finds him, but not before. Valuer then with the refrag onto Goku. Bossman continue their opening kills. This castle's been breached. He's going to have to be careful, and he's actually going to spot Dizzy, but can Dizzy see him? No, he can't. Once again, a refrag as Haters is there. Dizzy, crucially, very crucially, got that breaching charge off. As here comes the vertical. I spoke about it when we saw this site being defended from sneaky Beakys. And I'll speak about it as we see it again. The exothermite charge being used to open up into laundry. Sash, he's very much watching for anybody coming above. Valuer watching the flank as Mav having a bit of a gunfight there with Sash, I believe. And Sash gets taken down by Haters. Haters finds himself on a double kill for the round. Stapo is watching laundry for any laundry push. Josh is actually going to see that body there, but he's going to move away. Did Haters see him? Haters did. The Thermite player with a triple for the round finds that headshot. Stapo is now in a 1v3. He's got a goo mine available. he's got to play this very quietly. Haters. He's planting. He's being watched though by Sledge. He finds the headshot, but not before he gets downed from Valuer above. And Sneaky Beakys go back into the lead. Also, the Maestro count. Ah, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean now. Okay, yeah. That's the thing. I'm because you're all got a slight delay. I can't know exactly what you're on about, so that's why I have to ask. So we're going to see Kitchen once again. Bossman won it here last time. They're going to hope that they can get that cheeky kill. Opening pick as they always did. Haters man of the round once again as Dizzy goes on to the Nomad. He's not had the best of games. Unfortunate for him. However, he's been playing. He's got a lot done utility wise as he's gone from Gridlock to one of the stronger operators, Nomad. So we're 3/4 of the way through regular play. Let's have a look at the utility being brought from both teams. The defenders are bringing a 3 C4s, 2 barbed wire, and a deployable shield. This site, you do often bring a lot of C4 because it's so vertically focused, usually on attacks, as El Stapo is going to be reinforcing hatch. Meanwhile, the attackers, they know this. They brought 6 breaches, 6 flashes, and 2 frags. They can burn all the ADSs if they place their flashes right. And it'll be okay because the frag grenades will be able to do some damage.
5 seconds to go.
This is a very similar attacking lineups we've seen before. Godzak being on the IQ. We've seen Mav and Valuer being on those SCS operators. Dizzy's been on a fair bit, and Haters on this Thermite. Are we going to see a heavy bakery hold once again, or are we going to see Sash playing a very tight angle? He does see somebody there. Somebody very close to peeking him. Not sure who that somebody is. It was Godzak. Godzak taking a lot of damage there. Going to be droning that one out. Nobody holding prep. The shield is there from Jay. Godzak. Is he getting ready to just hard push it? The flashes come out. The EDS is going to burn it. Jay is going to be the one to watch for it. He knows the EDSs have been burnt. That's from above. I'm not sure where that shotgun pellet came from. That's going to be a close fight, Godzak. There's a lot of damage to Jay, but he is going to have to run away. That's been opened up. Flashbang comes out. He's going to run away. No bandits left. Is it going to be a bandit trick? I believe it is going to be a bandit trick. The flashes come out once again. And Jay has triggered that. It doesn't matter because Dizzy can't exactly see him. We have bandit tricking going on right now. The air jab going off on Jay once again. This is going to be very crucial, and El Stapo with the C4. Crucial C4 as well. Jay does a lot of damage to Dizzy too. Very good C4 from Stapo. Didn't net himself a double, but did a lot of damage to the side of Beakys. Godzak going down. Haters has dropped that diffuser as he is going for an aggressive push. He's going to do a lot of damage to Jay, but Valuer on almost no health now. Josh could be very good, in a very good position. So if he goes, nobody can Harry Potter. This is very long distance as Jay finds a kill onto Valuer. That's the Thatcher gone down, and bandit tricking is going to be very difficult. And Josh, he's looking for that kill onto the Thermite. Can he land the shots? No, he can't. Dizzy finds his kill onto Stapo. Haters finds Josh. However, Haters gets down. So it's a 3v2 of players still up. Stapo holding a sharp angle with Sash and Goku. They know it's going to come through prep. However, Haters is going to be picked up because I believe Sash was the one who downed him. It's there for the refrag when Josh fell. That's going to be interesting for Dizzy to push. Goku may not actually notice that. In fact, he is. He's going to find the headshot. The bandit player been looking very good, and El Stapo finds Mav as well. Haters, no 1v3, and Bossman are looking to try to equalise things back up. Goku finding those shots there. Bossman equalise things to go 5-5. And they're going to be very happy with the way this game has gone for them so far. Interestingly, across the entire game, Kitchen has been played 5 times, sorry. And Bossman have won it 4 times. Twice on defense, twice on attack. The only time they lost it was round number 1. So that site is definitely becoming a bit of a fortunate one for them. Eddie saying, "Come on, boys." Eddie, I believe I'm assuming you're supporting Bossman, right? Judging from your messages earlier, as we see Zofia being played by Godzak. I couldn't see Godzak on the Monty. Not at all. Hater's definitely been the Sneaky Beakys' best player so far, I've got to say. He's been on that support. He's on that Fragmite, shall we say, go 9 and 7. But Jay and Goku may have been an emergency sub, but he's definitely doing quite well. He's going 10 and 3, and especially as he doesn't speak much English. I think hats off to Bossman. They're playing with 4 people who speak English as their first language, and Goku, somebody said, was German. I know they teach German usually, teach English in Germany, well, often.
10 seconds to go.
So, but it's not the same as having a fluent English speaker. So I think fair play to both teams playing with emergency subs. So, we're going to see Jay on the dock. He's currently top fragging for his team, going 13 and 6. And Dizzy going to be rappelling up all the way to the top. And this is where I expect to see the entire Sneaky Beakys team regroup. So let's see Mav start sledging open these hatches. He misses one. Or is it cheeky fake? Cheeky fake. Sends debris absolutely everywhere. How did that not break? There we go. So the hatches have been broken open. And Goku's playing fairly close under Skylight. I don't think he could be shot from that. I don't think he can. So he's in a safe-ish position as Haters. I just realised he's taken a ton of damage. I believe that's probably from the roamer below, which is Sash. He's going to rotate up those stairs. Okay. Going to be using that ACOG to his advantage, playing the long angles into White and Cigar. Godzak has dropped into Cigar. There is one in Piano. El Stapo on the Jaeger. Oof. A lot of damage dealt there, but it didn't matter because Haters was the opening pick. Godzak found the one onto El Stapo. Godzak got downed and Goku gets down, but the C4 from Goku from the grave, was that the C4 glitch? It may have been. Godzak would have died anyway. So here's 3v3 and Goku making sure that Bossman secured the opening pick once again. And just realised I still had a 3k in the last round on that Kaid. The best gun ever is Dizzy. Beautiful gun skill to win the fight against the docks there. Full side control though is in the hands of the attackers of Sneaky Beakys. They could go for a plant. That's a lot of damage dealt to Valuer through the Cigar. The actual Cigar shot. Sash finds the kill onto Valuer. Dizzy's though been able to just sneak past. He finds a triple for the round. He finds that one onto Sash. So Josh is left in a 1v2. Mav is going to go for that plant. He wants that extra point. Is he going to be spotted? He is not. And that is a plant and an air jab getting triggered by the Legion, and round 11 is won by Sneaky Beakys. They take the lead. They either win it here or they draw. And this has been a very back and forth game, I've got to say. We could be looking, there was a draw last night between Wacko and TSP, and there could be another one right here. As I think player of that round once again was definitely Dizzy. I mean, he's had a very quiet game, you can't deny that. However, he managed to walk all the way through sight, flank Sash, and find a nice kill on to him. And then the Nomad triggers at the end, giving Josh's position his way. Jay goes on to the he goes on to the smoke. 6 picking from smoke to smoke, playing the mind games right now.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they
Apologies for
can.
that, I had to deal with some admin things. You see Stapo on the Maestro, which he was playing on the first time they defended here. They tried something different and it didn't work out. So they're going back to what worked for them last time. They won this site back in round 8. This is the last
Attackers have located a
round,
bomb.
as it's either a draw or a win. Seeding games do have draws. In the league, all league matches will be overtimes, of course. Fairly standard best of 3 rules on maps. I believe the current
Attackers' objective is
the current map things are the top division are best of 3s and the second 2 are best of 2s. So we are once again not going to see anybody in Pixel. Bossman clearly not liking that whole premise of that position, what makes it so strong, and that is why he's not. They aren't playing somebody there. You top fragged for Wacko last night. Guab, I believe you did. Yeah, I know exactly why you're asking. I know exactly why Eddie said you're Andy. Okay, so let's have a look at this attack. Sneaky Beakys are going to hope that they can do what they did last time. However, they don't want to repeat their what's it called? Their round 8 attack, shall we say. That Maestro is not going to last long. There's a fear of Godzak sending that out of existence. Nobody holding piano at all. That's risky. It's being barricaded out. Jay realises, you know what, this is a loss. This is a lost cause. I'm just going to play in bathroom on my smoke. Hope that people get near me. That Maestro cam actually lights up Godzak. Does a bit of damage. He's the only player that has taken any sort of damage so far. Josh is on that white stairs as well. And ooh, he runs up at the wrong time, but Dizzy gets taken down by Goku. That's an opening pick. And how on earth did Jay get away with that? He just ran straight on it. And Josh is actually going to fire some shots towards Godzak. Godzak knows this. He's going to look for him. Can't land the shots. Takes even more damage. And Josh downs the Zafia. The sledge grenade comes out. The goo mine comes out as well. And the smoke grenades start to come out to prevent the attackers from being able to push. Sash takes a lot of damage, with Josh getting a double kill for the round as he finds a kill onto Mav. He does get refragged by Valuer, but Goku, he's there looking for some kills. Valuer and Haters, the last 2 alive in a 2v4. It's going to be difficult, as Jay just going to be holding this long angle with the SMG-11. It's behind the shield. He's actually going to push up in the smoke. He's got a shotgun, so it's a very good gun to use it as Goku trying to land some shots there onto Valuer. Haters not going to see him, but he actually does. Flick shot on the Thermite gets a very nice kill. It's now only a 2v3 Sneaky Beakys. But Stapo going to be sat on cams, and Jay is going to wait for anybody to push with Sash, watching for any white stairs take from either Valuer or Haters. Jay is going to probably get this kill onto that Fletcher. Indeed he does. Haters though refrags him out, and it's going to have to be well, actually no, Stapo finds the kill onto Jay, and he finds the final kill to make it a draw. Bossman in the final round, and it ends up 6-6. No 1vx clutches, I believe, and I've got to say a very, very good game. The rounds went Sneaky Beaky, Sneaky Beaky, Sneaky Beaky's, Bossman, Sneaky Beaky's, Bossman, Bossman, Sneaky Beaky's, Bossman, Bossman, Sneaky Beaky's, Bossman. You see Haters going 10 and 9, the only player on Sneaky Beaky's to reach double figures. GG both teams. That was a very good game, as we see Goku and Jay going with 13 and 14 kills respectively. I hope you've enjoyed that one. It was a good game, I have to say. That was very, very enjoyable to watch between those two teams. Thank you all for sticking around, of course. If you did enjoy, feel free to drop a follow. If you didn't, then don't. Of course, all my VODs get uploaded to my YouTube channel, TinyPath TBM. However, there is a space between Path and TBM. And you can follow me on Twitter at DylanC14, capital I, not lowercase l. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It was a great game. Thank you both teams for letting me cast, and I won't keep you any longer, and goodbye.